Assalamu
Assalamu
alaikum.
alaikum. So we're a Muslim family traveling the world. We recently sold our house. We're homeschooling our two kiddos, and we are working on the go.
Today we're going to answer the top 9 questions people have been asking us about what we're doing and why we're doing it.
So my name is Duha,
And my name is Mansoor.
and we originally lived in Canada for, well, Mansoor's whole life and my whole life minus like a few months. So I'm originally Tunisian.
And I'm originally Afghan. The first question we keep getting is, where are you moving to?
Where are you going? People see us packing up our stuff. They're like, where are you going? The answer right now is we're not sure yet. We're traveling indefinitely for an undetermined period of time to really see what Allah has in store for us, because we have not yet found one place that we want to call our forever home. So we're taking it a step at a time, a country at a time, community at a time, and seeing where Allah leads us. Question number 2 that we've been receiving a lot is, what inspired this?
What inspired us is the fact that we want to go and see the world and expose our kids to that, to travel to different communities and experience different cultures and be immersed in different societies and really learn from that. Question number 3, how old are your kids?
Alhamdulillah, our girls are now 7 years old and 9 years old, which has been a really sweet spot of an age for traveling and for having these adventures, and inshallah at an age where they can actually remember some of the things that we get to do. And even if they don't remember the exact moments, there can be parts of this journey that really develop their character in ways that will last with them forever, inshallah. Question number 4 is, how are the kids handling this?
The kids are doing amazing. They're handling this so well. They're able to adapt to the different experiences we're having, the different challenges that we're facing, and they're just, rolling with the punches as we go. So, alhamdulillah, this is the perfect age and perfect time that we found for our kids to travel and experience this journey with us.
And it doesn't mean it's always easy or that it always goes great, but yes, it's challenging and it's hard, and there are some things that they're struggling and we're struggling with, but they're doing great because we are overcoming these things together as a family, alhamdulillah.
Question number 5 is, how did you come on to homeschooling?
Yeah, homeschooling was never a part of the bigger plan, I would say. Early on, we always said we were one of those people that were not going to homeschool. Like, school exists for a reason. There's all types of schools. But especially after COVID, after trying all types of different schooling, believe us, and we'll have a video about this one day because we get a lot of questions about the homeschooling part of our journey. The homeschooling has truly been one of the biggest blessings to our family. And after experimenting with a lot of different things together, we've found that this is what works best for our kids. This is what works best for our lifestyle. This is what works best for our relationship and for our family. And while it has its challenges, we found that sweet spot of like a mix of some structured learning, that book work, and this experiential on-the-go learning from life.
Alhamdulillah.
Now, question number 6 is, what do you do for a living? Like, how do you guys make this work? Like, what's your work? Do you guys even work? Or are you just like trust fund babies?
That's a great question. And you know what's funny? When I watch movies and I see these movie stars doing, in the movie, the characters doing all these cool stuff and they're not working. And even when I drive to Costco and I see the parking lot full, I'm like, what do all these people do for a living? Why aren't people working?
Why is nobody working in the daytime?
So, alhamdulillah, what we did is, a few years ago, we decided that we're planning on doing this. Like, we thought about, we want to travel, we enjoy traveling. And the only way to do that is to really have a type of work or income generating activity that I can take along with us. When I was in the construction industry, my whole business would come to a standstill when we would go for like a 1-month trip. And that was really tough. And I'd be stressing about, my work, this project, that, etc. But once we switched and we started to transition all our income generating activities online, that's when it all clicked. Now we can literally go anywhere that has a Wi-Fi connection, spending time with our families and working and helping people and serving our community the best we can.
Alhamdulillah.
Question number 7, is it expensive?
And that's a very valid question. So one thing that we've determined as a family is that no matter where we're going as we're living remotely, is that we try to keep our expenses similar to what our expenses were in Canada, or hopefully even less than that. With that, because we're not paying our mortgage and our car and our insurance and our hydro and all these bills back in Canada, we take that same budget and we're living with it as we live remotely, which is very doable because a lot of the countries that we go to, the cost of living is much more affordable than it is in Canada. And we really try to live as much as possible like locals everywhere we go. We're really not people who eat out much. We're not people who are like out doing all the touristy things. we're going to live in different places. We're not in like vacation mode everywhere we're going. So there are a lot of ways to do it really affordably. And we'll share a lot more of these hacks along the journey. Make sure you're subscribed. All right, question number 8 that we get is around health insurance, health expenses. How do you manage that on the go? Because in Canada, if anything happens, you go to the doctor, you're covered, it's free, and they prescribe you something.
We start off by having a deep tawakkul and trust in Allah. That's the foundation to being able to do all of this, especially when it comes to our health. We have, alhamdulillah, like a bunch of different things we do to maintain our health and make sure that we're healthy. And we're going to be creating a whole video just about breaking down what we do to maintain our immune systems, what we do to stay healthy, and what we do for our kids so that they stay healthy, and also remedies if we do get sick. Also, another thing, it's pretty inexpensive to get healthcare abroad. So that's something that you should rest assured that inshallah, wherever you go, if la qadar Allah, you do get sick, there are ways to get healthcare. Question number 9, how is it traveling the world as Muslims?
Especially when you're a visibly Muslim family, like experiencing how you're perceived around the world. I didn't always wear hijab in my adult life, so I'm kind of seeing the contrast in when we went into places and had this like white passing privilege versus being a recognizably Muslim family. In Central America, where we are right now, the response has actually been really positive. I mean, people are really friendly. I do see some people take like a double take, because for some people, I might actually be the first hijabi that a lot of people have seen. We have not seen a single other Muslim family in San Juan. And my sister, who has lived here for a year, has actually said that she has only seen maybe one Muslim family come as tourists, and she only saw them once. So I really think we're the only Muslim family in this whole city. So a lot of people are getting a first-time experience with us. But alhamdulillah, we're kind of at this place where we're comfortable enough in our faith that we have these things that we maintain as a family to support our spirituality everywhere we go. And as much as possible, we try to connect with Muslim communities wherever we do go. Like last week, we drove 4 hours one way, 4 hours back the other way to go to the only masjid in this country.
But it was beautiful.
It was worth it.
It was a beautiful experience to meet Muslims and go buy tons of halal meat and that experience. So we'll be actually putting together another video breaking down our experience in Nicaragua specifically and really sharing that with you and what the beautiful things and the challenges all together in one video. So please make sure you subscribe so you're up to date with all the videos that we'll be developing in the next little while.
Inshallah. There's so much more to come and we can't wait to share it with you all. Make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who's kind of been like, how does this happen? How do people even just travel the world and leave everything? It's possible. It's doable. Alhamdulillah,
and you can
we're
do
doing
it. Everybody can do it. Anybody can do it.
Yeah. So subscribe and we can't wait to stay connected and share our journey with you all, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.